Hello, everyone. We're back with episode, I believe, 8. Uh, I'm your host, Kane Drago. I went over the notes I needed to go over. I pre-booked this card just so we could make sure we had time to go through this and and Vengeance rather. Uh, so we're gonna go over a few things. I don't believe I went over the reports at the end of last show. So SmackDown was 3.5 stars. Orlando over Eugene 2. Muhammad over Jericho 2. 2.5 for JBL, beating everyone in a fatal 4-way. 3 for Rey Mysterio, losing to Bulldog in a first blood. 3.5 for Andre and Batista, and 4.5 for Triple H and Austin against Undertaker and Bret Hart in a hardcore tornado. Our show was 2 stars for Spike Dudley, unfortunately getting that win. 2.5 for Benjamin over Edge, which I accidentally put the wrong person in that match. It was supposed to be Booker T, but I'm going to switch that around this show. Well, not so much this show, but I'm going to scrap that this show because I'm not ready for it yet. 2.5 for Kane beating Christian. 2.5 for Trish winning the women's title. 3.5 for the triple threat. And 4.5 for the main event. I don't know how that wasn't 5 when Hogan and Cena was still 3 thumbs up at that point. However, we are now down by 70,000. Not a problem. We have a pay-per-view about to happen on this episode. So, here are our champions. Cena, Haas, and Benjamin still the champions right now. Benoit and Trish. Rivalries. Mankind, I'm saving that for the pay-per-view, which I would have needed to do something separate with Mankind, whether it was pay-per-view or not, because he wants a win. But also that helps that I was going to save that anyway. That one's done, so we're swapping it out now. Kane and Christian still going. That one just started, but it's not the one I actually want to do, so I'm scrapping it this week. Lita versus Stacy is still going fine. I actually am putting a rivalry in place of a match for that one as well because Lita needs a win. And Trish and Tori is still fine, and Hogan and Cena is done. So, let's go over the card that I made. Spike Dudley against Lita, Mankind, and Eddie trying a 3-on-1, trying to get that win for the 3 that need it. Still want Haas to get a little bit of a boost, especially since he's now under 50, even with the title bump. And Michaels and Edge need a win. Booker T, I didn't want to put Shelton against Charlie Haas, so Booker T it is, since he's going to start a rivalry next week with Edge anyway. Rock and Mankind rivalry in place of a match. Stay a triple threat for the 3 women that are still available. The Rock and Christian versus Kane and Benoit with Benjamin in their corner, because I found out that handicap matches, while they're only 2 fatigue instead of the basic 1 for a tag match, technically are an extra fatigue point, and I didn't want to do that to anybody right before a pay-per-view. So Benjamin's in the corner of Kane and Benoit, and Christian gets a partner that might actually help him win. Rivalry in place of a match. Hollywood Hogan starting his Legend versus Legend Killer feud with Randy Orton, and in the main event for the WWE title, Kurt Angle challenging champion John Cena. Here we go. Of course Spike Dudley won again. Thank God Booker T did not. So I'll have to do that match again at the pay-per-view. Probably. Well, no, I will need to do it again at the pay-per-view. Except I'll have to leave Mankind out of it because I need his rivalry for the pay-per-view. So I'll see who else is whining about losing before I decide. Trish retains in the triple threat. Kane and Benoit with Benjamin get the win over Rock and Christian. Orton beats Hogan in the first Legend versus Legend Killer match. Good start for the Legend Killer. And John Cena retains the WWE Championship. Vengeance is this Sunday. SmackDown got the win. I kind of figured they would. I was restarting rivalries. No, I'm not interfering with the other show. Shut up. Alright. So, champions didn't change. Rivalries are still in place. Except, of course, the new ones are there. And I got rid of the one I didn't want. SmackDown, 3.5. 2 stars, Edge and Eugene and Orlando. 2 Big Show over Muhammad. 2.5 Flair and Van Dam over JYD and Jericho. 3 stars for Mysterio over Bulldog and JBL TLC. 4.5 for a 4-man over-the-top battle royal won by Andre the Giant, and 4.5 for the final match of Triple H versus Bret Hart in a hardcore match. 2 stars for Spike Dudley ruining my life. 2.5 for Michaels, Edge, and Haas over Booker T. Slightly surprised by that. Even without a rivalry, that they actually all have around 50 or way higher popularity. 2.5 for the Triple Threat Women's title. 3 stars for Kane and Benoit with Benjamin beating Rock and Christian. 3.5 for the Legend Killer. 3.5 for title defense by Cena. Alright. And here's what I'm unfortunately going to have to look at. Okay, so these guys are just having a normal match. Now, Hogan is upset about losing every week. Hopefully he'll get a win over Orton. So everybody here is just having some kind of normal match. Which is fine because Benoit and Eddie's rivalry is over. So what I'll probably do is start, since Michael's got his win that he wanted, so he doesn't need to be in a handicap match this time, I'll do Benoit and Michaels for the Intercontinental title to start the rivalry with them, because I was probably going to do that rivalry anyway. So let's see. Eddie Guerrero is mad, wants a win. Mankind is still wants a win. Hogan wants a win. Well, you guys are in rivalry matches, so you're going to have to win yourselves on that one. Lita and him, but I'm going to put them in the handicap match that hopefully Spike Dudley will stop screwing me on. I have a lot of 5-week ones right now. I'm going to do a couple of them now. No, I don't want to release Hogan. I'll do one more. There. That's around 2.5 million. The rest are going to have to wait one more week, as much as I don't want them to. Alright, let's book this damn pay-per-view. Main event. Ooh, I wonder if I could... Let's do a single with manager. Angle versus Cena. No. No. We'll just do straight up singles. Kurt Angle. John Cena. WWE title. How hurt are Mick Foley and Rock right now? They aren't, which is fan-friggin-tastic. Because I need their rivalry to have a big blow-off. So here we go. Main event. Hell in a Cell. Mick Foley versus The Rock. Match 4. We're just going to do a singles match for this one. Hogan versus Randy Orton. Match 3. We're going to do a tag team title elimination tag match. Booker T and Kane. The winners of this match, well, won't really be number 1 contenders per se. Oh, I haven't booked Benoit yet. Never mind. I know exactly what match number 3 is going to be. Match number 3 is going to be a singles match for the Intercontinental Championship. Shawn Michaels challenging Chris Benoit. Match number 2. Be a single with manager match. No, it's not. I know what it's going to be. It's going to be a tag team with manager match. Because that's still only one and one fatigue. Christian and Edge. With Trish Stratus in their corner. Trish Stratus is currently feuding with Tori Wilson against Booker T and Kane. And in the first match, Spike's going to cooperate this time. Eddie Guerrero, Lita. Oh, but the problem is if they do that, then her rivalry will break. Oh well, I'll have to restart it, I guess, because what I cannot have... Well, maybe not. Let's put Shelton in there. Who all's got fatigue? That'll help me decide what I'm going to do next. Oh, fatigue. So Cena's in a normal match with him. He's in a normal match. They're in a normal match. Eddie's in a handicap match, which technically gives him a little bit more, but it's a better chance of him winning. And nobody else really has any. Okay. So let's do this. No, you know what? Screw it. I got no space for her to have a women's title match on the card anyway, to do everything else I want to do. So, well, hold on. These guys aren't actually in a feud yet. I haven't gotten as far as making that. So let's do this. Will it only let me put men in the match? That's weird. It normally lets you do mixed tag team matches. Anyway, since it won't let me do that, I guess we are going to do it that way. Let's book the show. Good, they won. Edge and Christian get a win, with Christian even getting the pin, which is nice, because they needed that. In hindsight, I probably should have put them with Tori. But they might not have won then. Who knows what would have changed if it was different. And Christian needed the win. So did Edge, for that matter. Just on principle, more for popularity more than anything. Shawn Michaels regains the Intercontinental title, because of course he does. Hulk Hogan gets his win back, of course, against Randy Orton, because Hogan doesn't lose this more than once in a row. Which actually I'm fine with, because I lied. He lost like 3 weeks in a row, and he needed a win. The Rock defeats Mankind in a Hell in a Cell match to end their rivalry, so Mankind did not get his win. And John Cena once again retains the WWE Championship. Oh good, John Cena's injured. I only got 125,000 fans for that. That is some bullshit. Yeah, I know he's got a minor injury. Okay, so that rivalry is done. Which is fine, because I wanted it to be done. I wanted it to be done anyway. I only saved it to the pay-per-view just to make sure it was there. Angle and Cena's now fine. Kane and Christian's fine. That one just started. And of course I got to restart the other women's rivalry. But Lita got her win, and Orton and Hogan is fine. So, still champion, didn't defend the title, still champion. No, she didn't defend the title, and Michaels is the new Intercontinental Champion. So, one title change. Okay, so, fatigue-wise, they're starting to go down. But Angle is getting upset about losing. Mankind is really upset about losing. And Tori is slightly upset about losing. And Kane is also up. Oh no, he just wants a title shot. Well, that's fine because I got a title match lined up for him. So I'm going to risk it and not do the contracts this week because I don't have as much money as I would like to. So I'm going to do something a little different this time. We're around 15 minutes, so I'm not going to do the next show, but I am going to book it because I can book it pretty quick. So, handicap match, 1-on-3. Spike Dudley being stupid and being on the wrong side. Put whoever in there for now. Spike Dudley. Mankind needs a win. Tori Wilson wants a win. She's 65 or 55? 55. Oh, I have an idea, actually. I know what I can do. Trish and her still have a rivalry, and the other two women don't. So I know what I'm going to do to get her win. Who else wanted to win? Mankind really needs it. Kane wants one, Angle wants one, and Tori wants one. They're the only four. Okay. So I know what we can do. So we're going to go Kane. And Kurt Angle. Rivalry in place of a match. Kurt Angle and John Cena. Rivalry in place of a match. Kane and Christian. Am I breaking up any other rivalries with that? No, because Mankind's rivalry's done anyway. Perfect. Now, in the second match, we're going to have another 3-on-1 handicap match. Tori Wilson. Lita. And Stacy Keibler against Trish Stratus. Hopefully Trish does not win this. Because she still, even though she got her official win, she still needs wins. She specifically wants a win, and I want Stacy to stay higher in popularity if possible. Now we're going to book down the rest of the card. Main event. We're going to do a little bit different. We're going to do a tag team match. Good news is I booked Angle in that, and Cena can't work right now because he's got a minor injury anyway. So we're going to do Randy Orton. Actually, no, I want The Rock to get into a feud. So our main event is going to be a singles match. I will do single with manager. No, single with manager, please. And we're going to do The Rock with Hogan in his corner. Against Randy Orton. No, let's do it this way. No, not Benoit in his corner. Hogan. No, that doesn't make any sense because Hogan's in a feud with Randy Orton. So yeah, it's pretty much going to be Eddie Guerrero. Alright, so we'll do that a little bit further down the card. Instead, for the main event, we're going to do a tag team match. Randy Orton and Chris Benoit against Hulk Hogan and Shawn Michaels. Now, let's do a singles. Yeah, I guess it's going to be The Rock versus Eddie Guerrero. Have 2 more matches to book. Tornado tag. Booker T. Kane's already booked. Is Kane looking for a win, though? Or is he looking for a title shot? You know, he wants a title shot, so I actually don't even need to do that for him. So let's do this instead. Let's put Haas in there to get him his win. And then we'll do Booker T and Kane. No, because Haas and Benjamin are the tag team champions. Okay, so let's do this then. So the only ones left are Edge and Christian if I do that. So instead, let's do a 2-on-1 handicap match. We'll go Mankind and Kurt Angle. Well, yeah, let's do that. Mankind and Kurt Angle against Spike Dudley. And then what we'll do is we'll have Edge and Christian fight in just like a showcase match. But that'll break rivalry. No, because I have rivalry in place of match. But that would break Edge's rivalry with somebody, wouldn't it? No, because Edge and Booker T haven't started theirs yet. And I may not, and yeah, so we'll do that. Sorry, this one went a little bit long, so that's what we're going to do. We're going to call it there, though, and we'll do it in the next installment. Save the game. And we'll be back with another episode soon. I'm your host, Kane Drago. Peace out.